Hello, friends. This is Pastor Edwin, and I'm at Grace Church in downtown Wilmington. And I want to invite you, especially you and your friends and your loved ones and neighbors, to our Christmas Eve worship experience. We have several opportunities for you to get involved. First up is at 3 o'clock. We have an outdoor prayer service on West Street, just behind me, just outside of the beautiful red doors. And that 3 o'clock service will be a special Christmas Eve prayer service and candlelight where we sing Silent Night as we would have traditionally done in the sanctuary. But in order to be safe, in order to practice social distancing, wearing masks, we will be doing that outside. We'll have some outdoor patio heaters. We are hearing for a chance of some precipitation, but we're really hoping that there's an opportunity at 3 o'clock for us to gather outside and pray together to welcome Christmas Eve, welcome the Christ child in our midst, light our candles, and sing Silent Night with the organ playing. So we invite you to that special 3 o'clock service, again, on West Street for our Christmas Eve prayer service. And following that prayer service will be an opportunity for you to experience Christmas in a different way. We are not letting the pandemic get in the way of marking some kind of special ritual to welcome Christmas Eve. And so we have prayer stations set up here at Grace Church. And they feature a woman from each week where we've reflected on the mothers of Jesus. If you've tuned in to that sermon series, we're so glad you did. And this is a great way to enrich that experience as you go station to station, again, in a socially distant way with masks. And you just reflect on their story and the story of God's redemption through their lives and in Christ Jesus that we welcome on Christmas Eve. And if you missed out on that sermon series, feel free to check that out on our YouTube page, also our Facebook page, and you can visit our website, gracechurchwilmington.org, and hear all the different voices that we had from our wonderful guest preachers as they focus on each of the women: Eve, Mother Eve, Rahab, Ruth, Elizabeth, and of course, Mary. So you are welcome in this space. And that'll happen throughout the day, all the way until midnight, to again receive the Christ child as we would have done had we been in person. And so there are opportunities to light some candles and to pray by candlelight, and again to reflect on the stories of God's redemption through these women and in Christ Jesus. And at 9 o'clock, we have our virtual worship service. That is a wonderful way to stay connected. We would have had our 9 o'clock service in person, but of course, for COVID regulations and to keep you and yours safe, we are offering that online. And that'll be available on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and of course, on our website. So these are a number of ways for you to stay engaged for the Christmas Eve worship experience. And of course, whatever your Christmas Eve looks like, I hope it is blessed. I hope it is safe. And if you don't get a chance to check out worship and participate on Christmas Eve, you can do so on Christmas Day. That's the great thing about having it virtually. So again, stay tuned on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and of course, our Grace Church website. The other thing I want to let you know about is on the 27th, this coming Sunday, we have a special service in partnership with the Presbytery of Newcastle. Remember, they are our partners with Riverfront Church and have helped fund different projects that are shared between Riverfront Church and Grace. And so we're so thankful for their offering a special worship service this Sunday. And I really look forward to that. So that's another worship opportunity on Sunday at 10:25 a.m. That's available, of course, YouTube, Facebook, and on our website. Finally, I just want to say, before the end of the year, there's still two really great ways to give in this season of giving, where we celebrate the gift of Christ in our lives and for one another. And they are the 2020 Challenge as we wrap up that stewardship campaign in a year that's been so challenging. I'm so thankful for those of you who've stepped up to the challenge. If you're still prayerfully considering it, we would love for you to do that before the end of the year. And if you already have, we invite you to prayerfully consider giving more, whether that means of your time, your expertise, your talent, or your treasure. So, of course, please prayerfully and joyfully consider that. And the other opportunity is our Christmas giving opportunity. This year, we know many of you and many of us won't be able to see the family members and friends we usually get to see, and that's sad. But again, we're not letting the pandemic set the narrative. Instead, we want to turn it into an opportunity for giving the gift of giving. This is a way of donating in someone's name toward something fantastic, like supporting our deaf community ministry to go to camp next summer, or supporting a dream fund like Community Solar on our roofs, or it might look like supporting our food distribution ministry. It can look like so many things. And so if you feel moved, we'd love for you to give the gift of giving, and we'd be so glad to send a card on your behalf to your loved one and thank them for the gift that's been given in their honor. So friends, lots of ways to participate in the Christmas experience this year. We are so thankful for the journey you've taken in this season of Advent, and as we come to a close and celebrate the Christ child in our midst, I'm so thankful to do that with you. So friends, be blessed, and we hope to see you in some way on Christmas Eve.